loss for APC as Buhari ministers loyalists announce defection. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. On Saturday and Sunday, March 26th and 27th, the ruling party, the All Progressive Congress, held a national convention at the Eagle Square in Abuja, and new officers were elected. Barely 24 hours after the event, the crisis in Osun Kwara State took a new turn as Rauf Aragbashala allies, same with Lai Mohammed allies, dumped the ruling party. Meanwhile, this is as various factions of a party in other states have decided to challenge the victory of some elected officials at the just concluded National Convention. The crisis rocking the All Progressive Congress in at least 12 states has not abated despite the conclusion of a party's National Convention and the charge by President Muhammad Buhari for unity. The Punch reports that the Reconciliation Committee, headed by Senator Abdullahi Adamu, who is now the chairman of the party, had yet to submit its full report, as only an interim report had been handed over to the APC. It will be recalled that there were 208 ongoing court cases in different parts of the country by aggrieved APC members. However, with many of the cases being concluded, some losers have now begun dumping the party, while others are now engaged in talks with the People's Democratic Party. In Kwara State, it was gathered that the members of the APC faction, led by Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, had removed the party's flag from the secretariat. A visit to the factional secretariat on 26 Abdul Razak Road, Flower Garden, GRA, Ilorin, revealed that members had deserted the building. A member of the State House of Assembly representing the Ojomo Balogu constituency in the Ofa local government area, Saheed Kokbola, who is a leading member of a Lai Mohammed faction, announced a defection to the Social Democratic Party on the floor of the assembly last week. In a chat with the news outlets on Monday, March 28th, the faction said it has exited the APC. The publicity secretary of the APC faction, elected at the parallel Congress organized by the group, Ibrahim Sharafaddin, disclosed this in a telephone interview with one of our correspondents. Osun State. In Osun State, Abiodun Agbola, publicity secretary of the APC faction backed by the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aragbashala, said members of the group would wait for the court to decide the matter it constituted. It constituted challenging Governor Gboyega Oyetola's eligibility, which was before an Abuja court. Agbola disclosed that the group had no plans to defect from the APC. He, however, declared that the group would pursue the matter of Oyetola's eligibility to the stand as the governorship candidate of the APC to a logical conclusion. He stated, "We are not moving to any party and we are not talking to any party whatsoever. We remain members of the APC. The National Convention has come and gone. Officers have emerged and they have been sworn in. PDP move." But a former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Mr. Jiran Odeyemi, said the opposition party in Osun State will be entrusted in negotiating with the APC faction backed by Aragbashala. Odeyemi, an associate of the Osun PDP governorship flag bearer, Senator Ademola Adeleke, who observed that negotiations should not be ruled out ahead of a poll, added that his party would reach out to all those opposed to Oyetola in the APC, since they have ostracized by the APC. He contended that the crisis in the Osun APC could be leveraged and would be leveraged upon by the PDP to have a good outing in the governorship poll. Osun 2022. Aragbashala's hometown monarch backs Oyetola. In another development, the Owa Obokun Ademola of Ijesha land, Oba Gabriel Aramoloran, has openly declared his support for the re-election of Oyetola as the governor of Osun State for a second term. For a second term bid. Oba Aromoloro made the remarks when the Osun State Governor visited his palace during a strategic engagement tour to Ijesu South Federal Constituency on Wednesday, February 16th. On February 16th. Meanwhile, Oba Aromolero, who is the traditional ruler of the hometown of Aragbashola, said whoever he pronounces as governor will become one, saying it is a divine gift. Prominent aspirant withdraws from PDP governorship primary in Osun. Earlier, it was reported that Dr. Akin Ogumbi, an aspirant seeking the governorship ticket of the PDP in Osun State, withdrew from the exercise. Ogumbi announced his withdrawal from the primary on Monday, March 7th, at his Idera, the campaign office in Oshogbo, the Osun State capital. The aspirant said he withdrew from the contest because of the alleged bias of the PDP national chairman, Senator Iyochia Ayu. Well, the crises are not looking like they have stopped. I was thinking that, okay, since the convention was here, that they resolve it. But I don't blame them, Sha. I don't blame whatever that is happening in the PDP. Or I don't blame PDP members that are trying to... I don't blame APC members that are trying to move right now. I don't blame them at all. I don't blame them at all. This is why Tinubu deserves every respect. More than anyone in APC, Tinubu has suffered member harassment and ill treatment from Buhari-backed cabal and even his own men in power, yet he's still there with the party. Never once was it even rumored that he would decamp. Yet the so-called leaders will suffer a minor setback and the next is threatening to decamp and the supporters will just move. They were never of substance before. Without the visibility of office, what really is Lai Mohammed's electoral value? You will see their clouds out of office. Nonsense. I hope you will say the same thing when Tinubu will finally lose the primary election. The presidency and the North do not want Tinubu, and he will definitely not get the APC presidential ticket. You're sounding so sure. That is if he loses. If it is now, the North will hate Tinubu. Let's wait and see. It is now we know who hates Nigeria, loves Nigeria, because he suffered for APC. Reason why he doesn't deserve this treatment from the people he loves so dearly. Newsflash: life does not happen to people who are bad. Bad things happen to everyone on the planet Earth. So if you're saying Tinubu has paid the dues, well, do you know all other people at this point in Nigeria who have paid their dues and they are still suffering as if they have not? On this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.